Welcome to another movie. As you can see, I have another car. I hope this one will fit on the beetle. The body of the beetle will fit on this. If not, I will probably sell the beetle. So what I have here is a, I don't know, H speed. I will read it. I don't want to read that. Oh, it's H. It's HS as pronounced on the banged side. So it's H speed Storm Monster Truck Thunder. And as they say, it's 1/18 scale. It's another one. I have about 4 now. I like the scale because it's easy to store. 56 kilometers per hour. I will test that. I have a device to test it. So let's see on this side. Important. The product not designed for children. So it's from 14 years old up. It's a compact design, everything is covered, so it's same as the last one I reviewed, but probably this one is much better made. There is servo, not a motor, but look like a normal motor steering, ball bearings, so it's all metal, and differential. I don't have this one, I have with normal cover, a little too bad, but I did not know there is another one, and sorry, it's quite big to show. Let me back it up. Lion battery, a standard remote with steering trim, that means there is a servo inside. Okay, so let's take it out. Okay, so I take it out. So I have the Hurricane version. It look nice, but first what we get standard USB charger with 3 wires. It means there is a balancer inside. We get a manual, nice looking black manual, and ball bearings, blah blah. There is a 380 motor. So that's why it will be so fast. Let's see, what do we get? Basic information and a part list. If you have a part list in your manual, it means it's not a toy. Mostly they doesn't show this on toys. That means it's a RC car. So metal wheel shaft, it means there is a metal drive shaft inside. Let's see, do I see anything? Metal also, left steering, linkage. No, that's probably the only part. I don't see the drive shaft. Wait, do I see it? Suspension pin. So there is center shaft, so that's powered by the center one. You get a remote, giant on-off switch, but it's very satisfying clicking. It's not so easy to switch it. Centering on the top. 3 AA batteries, of course, with the screw. I hate where they put a screw, because if you are in the field you need a screwdriver to unscrew it. And a car. So this car is really heavy, I can tell you that. That's a really massive car. I don't know if the batteries, so oh, that's dusty. If the battery is so heavy, but it is really heavy. Oh, this servo is running quite smooth. Yes, there is, as you can see, there is differential. So separate suspension. It's limited probably. Yes, it's limited just before hitting the ground, so that's really nice. Then my beetle body would look great on it, but it's much longer. Okay, so let's see inside. Pins are quite nice. It's not so hard to take them out. Well, this car will be great. Let's see inside. Of course, not much to see because it's all covered. You can see the motor, 380 motor outside, 5 wire servo, so it means the servo electronic is inside. 2 quite thick cables for the motor. That's quite nice. It means the motor have quite a lot of power. You can see the, I don't know if the angle will be great. Let me get it closer. Maybe you cannot see. Oh, now you can see it. Here is the drive shaft, and that's quite big one. I think that's the most of the heavy part, because that's really thick. That's about half, maybe more than half of a centimeter. So it's a really thick drive shaft, the main drive shaft. So that's quite nice. I can see the switch, antenna, of course, and not bad shocks. I can tell you from ones that I reviewed, these shocks are quite nice. It is soft suspension. Wheels are wide. It means this car will not flip on a turns. It's a really nice car. I don't think I will sell this one. After use piston of the power switch. Let's see the battery. So screw is holding to this. I like this design. There is a non-threaded part. Battery is barely fitting there. It's a really big one. So it's 18650 with 1200. That's a really big battery for this car. So it means it will last long. There's no circuit inside. If the charger have 2 cables, 2 pins, sorry, mostly it means there is a circuit on the battery, and you can always feel it through the heat shrink, that there is a circuit that balance it, but this one have separate balance plug for charging. I need to find these plugs. I need to search how they call it, and buy some cables for and make some adapters. Okay, so let me connect it. Let's see how it's fitting inside. Oh, that may be quite difficult to fit all that in there, but no, that's not a so big problem, as it's really compact in there. And let's screw it inside. I will need to charge it before I test it, because we want to see the full speed on it. I will not put the cover on. Let's see the battery. I hope I have some batteries. I see 2. So I like that it's holding the screws, because I have one screw and one missing in my fire car, so I think it's for the fire. So do I have that one? Yes, I can see it. Oh, let me reach it. Got it. Have many on my desk laying around. Okay, closing it. So this car is really fast, so there is no way for me to test it on the desk. Okay, let's see it on. I think on. Maybe now it's on. Or maybe the battery is dead. Okay, so we will need to charge the battery first. So I will get back to you when I charge it.
3 hours later.
Okay, so I did charge the batteries. This took me 3 hours. The 3 freaking hours to charge this battery, and just because it's so big. But it is charged. I did test it, and wow, just turn it on. Okay, so first turn it on, light blinks, turning the car on. There's small red switch on the other side. Interesting part is that the LED is on when it's sending the signal, so that's quite nice. Now first let's see the steering. I will try to do it like this. Servo, it's not bad. Wait, maybe I will put something under it to see how the servo alone is working. Okay, so not big resolution. It is working fine, but not big resolution. One thing that I noticed, first of all, the wheels are set in the V position, because look how wobbly this is. So that's not good, and that's because it's using the same mechanism. Oh, they did it like this as the last one I review. There are two bars on levers, or how I don't know how to call it, that's rotating like this, and the steering is connected to that, and I think to one of them, let's see, yes, and to one of them there is a servo connected. That's why it's not a perfect design, so the steering is not a completely perfect, because this will wobble like this, but still it's great design. But listen to this. So there is a brake. I really like the sound of this car. I don't think there are metal gears, and it's quite hard to get to it, because I will need to take it all off. But I really like the sound. Listen again. So this car have some power. Okay, so now I will mount my GPS on it, and we will go test it. Okay, so I'm back from the test drive, and my icon failed for me, so I don't know if I did film anything. You will already know that, but I don't know because I did not check it. So I did measure the speed, and the speed is 24 kilometers per hour. Why is that? Because this car have a serious problems with the steering. I was not able to go straight enough to test the speed. I will show you this. Let me see. Yes, it's a little bit hot. Wait, I will hold it like this. So if I set the wheel straight like this, check this. This problem is so serious that this car is not able to go straight. I don't know if that's the problem with the servo saver or with any of these parts. I will try to get it, disassembly it, and get inside to see what's the problem, because in this moment this car is really useless. You will need a, I don't know, aircraft field to go straight and not trying to compensate it on the steering. So I try to trim it. If my camera recorded, you will see that I did try to go slow and trim it, but the trimming is so sensitive that a small amount is turning much more, probably because of this bad steering. So is it worth it? Car is not bad, but this steering make it really bad. So you may find some better cars. I do have a 2 Spirits in 1/18 scale, and they are much better than this one. The springs are really nice, the drive is really nice, motor make really pleasant sound, but the steering make it really not worth it. So maybe in this price it's not bad, but sorry, I will try to work on it, maybe replace the servo to free wire, replace the electronic, maybe put a gyroscope inside, because now it's really pointless to do anything with this car. And so because I have 2 cars that have some problems, I will try to put the buggy body on this one and try to make one maybe better car. So that's all for this review.